take a video of the trail. Mambo. So this is the beginning of our trail. We are going to imitate the wildebeest migration from the Serengeti into the Masai Mara in Kenya. So they do migrate from Tanzania and go to Kenya.
They walk to Kenya?
Yes, just looking for greener pastures. Looking for greener pastures. But when they want to give birth, they give birth in Tanzania. Hence, they're saying that the wildebeests are Tanzanians by nationality. They're only visitors in Kenya, but they give birth in Tanzania. So the beginning of our trail, Serengeti. I'll do it in English. Serengeti, a land of variety and abundance. You may see up to 28 species of hoofed animals in the Serengeti. These contribute to the greatest abundance and species diversity of plains animals in the world. Try to observe some of the Serengeti's many carnivores, with perhaps the greatest diversity of carnivores in the world. Serengeti hosts many secretive and unusual predators in addition to the larger carnivores it is famous for. See how many of Serengeti's 530 bird species, strange and interesting plants and insects you can find on your travels. Along with its host of bright and beautiful residents, the Serengeti provides an essential winter home to many migratory birds from other countries in Africa, Europe, and Asia. But don't forget the little creatures. The weight of all the insects is far greater than all the other animal species combined. All right, here we go. Our next station. So, what is the Serengeti ecosystem? An ecosystem is an interesting group of plants and animals, and their physical environment is in a given area. Ecosystems can occur in many sizes. Examples include a single tree or an entire woodland, a lone kopje or a vast green grassland, or the entire Serengeti. The Serengeti ecosystem is roughly defined by the area used by the wildebeest during their annual migration. Just as the fried egg has a yolk surrounded by egg white, the park is the core of the Serengeti ecosystem. Along with the park, this ecosystem includes 7 neighboring protected areas and unprotected areas. It covers an area nearly half the size of Lake Victoria, that is about 25,000 square kilometers. Remember yourself and your impact on this precious ecosystem. Humans have been a part of the Serengeti ecosystem for millions of years. Today, visitors like yourself, like myself, park managers, researchers, and local people all have an impact. Each of us is responsible for maintaining the natural wilderness essential to preserve the Serengeti and its magic. And this is so true because as we were touring around the Serengeti, I have to applaud the Tanzanian authorities. I could not find any dirt, and they're very strict on rubbish. They insist that any rubbish you bring it back home. Whatever you bring to the park, you have to bring it back home. So they have no bins around the places. That means you have to keep your own rubbish, your drink bottles, your banana peels, whatever. Nothing is allowed to be thrown. Oh, there's a lizard. Nothing is allowed to be thrown in Serengeti, and the area is clean. You don't see any plastic waste in this area. Okay, there's a lizard. Hi, lizard. Hi, mister. Hello there. Are you friendly or do you bite? Are you poisonous? Are you scared? Your head is oh, okay, bye. Safe journey. Okay, next is, where are we? Welcome, Karibu. You are about to start a journey following the tracks of the wildebeest. You will learn about the Serengeti migrants and their annual cycle. We hope you enjoy this trail. As you walk, absorb the sounds, sights, and smells of this special spot. There are 11 information points along this short trail, which should take you from 30 to 45 minutes to complete. Take as long as you like. 3 benches are provided for you. Welcome and enjoy. Thank you. Next on the trail is the dining with the migrants. The main cause, quality or quantity. Although wildebeest and zebra eat a variety of grasses, they have different preferences. Wildebeest, like cows, are ruminants and prefer higher quality grasses. Zebra, like horses, can graze on lower quality grasses but need greater quantities. They can consume twice as much grass as wildebeest in the same amount of time. Water. Water is essential for digestion for both species. Each needs to drink every 2 to 3 days. When there's not enough water or fresh grazing dries out, the herds must move on. Wildebeest tear grass by gripping it between their lower front teeth and a pad on the upper jaw. They bite, tear, and swallow, and later take the time to bring it up and chew the grass. Ruminate like a cow chews the cud. Zebra cut grass with their sharp upper and lower front teeth, using their larger rear molars to grind it before swallowing. Look closely at the skulls below. What differences do you see between the wildebeest and the zebra? What difference do you see? Okay, that's for you to answer later. Life begins on the plains. Okay, so after the short rains, the southern plains burst with luxurious green growth, the richest grasses in the ecosystem. These provide the migrants with the nutritious essential for successful rearing of their young. Female wildebeest need 3 times more energy for milk production than when they were pregnant. Spectacle of birth. One reason why there are so many wildebeest is because they have evolved a short, synchronized calving period in a truly spectacular event. For approximately 3 weeks every year, over 8,000 wildebeest calves are born on an average each day. To avoid predators, calves are on their feet in minutes, running at full speed within an hour. Wow. Order or chaos. By flooding the plains with calves, the wildebeest lose relatively few of their young to predators. However, with so many wildebeest masses together, chaotic separation of calves from mothers is common. They have developed an interesting reunion strategy to deal with this. Separated calves and mothers drop out of the herd, calling as they trot around seeking one another. Most are reunited this way. Wow, it's amazing. Okay, we continue. Tunaendelea na trail. We continue the trail, and our first point of the migration is the utafutaji wa malisho na maji. That is a quest for food and water. So, a long hard journey. Each year, over 1 million wildebeest and 200,000 zebra migrate up to 1,000 kilometers, following ever-changing food and water supplies. Zebra often accompany the wildebeest, but may not travel as far as west or north. Ooh, oh my God, there's a lizard. Hello, sweetie. I hope you're a friendly one. There's loads of lizards, so many tiny creatures. Okay, we go back to our reading. Approximately 400,000 Thompson's gazelles have similar but shorter annual movements and are often found with the wildebeest and zebra. It's a mixture of habitats and hazards. On their journey, the migrants pass through the 3 main habitats of Serengeti: the southern grass plains, the northern woodlands, and the riverine areas with the names like Grumeji, Mara, and Mbalagati rivers, and Seronera. Each habitat has its own set of hazards. No typical year. The dry season sets the migrants moving from the southern plains to the northern woodlands. When the rain starts again, the great wildebeest herds return to the nutritious southern plains to calve. In this never-ending quest for food grazing, the route changes each year, sometimes sending them far into the western corridor or beyond the eastern boundary of the park. Do you know where the herds are now? Right now they're here in Serengeti because it's winter season, so they're here giving birth to they're here rearing minding their pregnancies, and then I think they told me around, is it March, they start giving birth or something like that. What is this lizard eating? What did you find for yourself? A little bug? Ooh, yum yum, you got your breakfast. Good guy. First,
a lizard.
He's looking for food, looking for flies probably. Okay, lizard, gotta move. And now we are at this rock station. It's called Miamba Maskani ya Wengi Kopje, home to many. Let me read that part, please. This one. As you walk the trail or visit other kopjes, be alert. You may hear a rustling in a tree above, which we've had, haven't we? Rattling, like the birds chirping and stuff.
Yeah.
The smells of some animals are very distinct. How many kopje inhabitants can you spot?
What does that mean?
How many creatures have we spotted?
You see that bat?
We did see this one somewhere in Chelsea.
We've seen that one, haven't we?
We've seen the duck chanting ghost shark.
We haven't seen this one.
No, we've seen him. I think we've seen him.
Yeah, we have.
Kian saw a bat, didn't we?
Talking about a bat, come here.
And lots of lizards. We haven't seen a python
So,
coming. Yeah, they say bats live in caves.
did
Yeah.
you see that bat moving?
Where is the bat? Where?
Moving its head, right there.
Oh, hanging upside down, is it?
Yeah. There's a hive close to it.
Wow. It's so dark. Oh, I see it. It's moving its head. I see it.
Because bats sleep in the dark.
Yeah. See you, bat. There you.
Bats sleep in the daytime.
They sleep in the daytime, and there's also an animal hive. That's just soil. That's amazing. It reminds us of the past, ancient islands in a sea of grass. Look up. The rock forming this great granite mass is some of the oldest rock you can see on Earth. Like other rock outcrops dotting the plains and woodlands, it was formed before there was life on Earth. Ecologically important, these kopjes, pronounced as copies. Oh, I've been saying kopje. It's copies, an attractive feature of the Serengeti landscape. Born of the great forces, some 4.5 to 2.5 billion years ago, molten rock was forced up into the softer sedimentary bedrock. This intrusive rock cooled slowly and formed hard granite plugs. Movements in the Earth's crust forced portions of this granite to the surface. Over millions of years, wind and water eroded away the softer rock layers, leaving behind the harder granite plugs. The copies you see today, most of the rock remains below ground, just as the top of a hippo's head is visible while the rest of its huge body lies hidden underwater. Refuges of life. With time, the granite outcrops weathered wind-blown soil suitable for grasses, shrubs, and trees gathered around them. Hollows in the rock surfaces provide catchments for rainwater. A fascinating variety of creatures has adapted to use these majestic features. And this is the majestic feature that they're talking about. This is the copy, the rock. It's just so massive, my lord. It's beautiful.
That looks like a raccoon.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
So there we see a Ngochiro, a Mongoose, coming down from the rock. Hey, buddy. Hello. Hello, Ngochiro. Looks like a rat. Oh, you're looking at me. Good boy, good girl. Are we giving you her time?
Where did you go?
There. Hello. Are you about to jump onto me? You don't look happy to see me. Hello. Okay.
Wow. Huh. The cheetah. Hello? You can climb.
Doesn't want any friendship with us. Hi there. Okay, we'll leave you alone. Okay, bye bye. Okay, so this is the other side of the rock. We climbed up the steps and then we came on the other side, and this is how it looks like. It's humongous. It's very big. And there's this platform here. They have a feature here, a sculpted lion. Feast while you can, making the most of migration. Lions are large and powerful, and leopards killed by cunning ambush. Each species is primarily territorial and less mobile than spotted hyenas, vultures, or the other Serengeti large cat. The cheetah. They prey on the migrants only while they pass by. Wildebeest or zebra is the Serengeti lion's favorite meal. Being a carnivore is not easy. Social constraints like fierce territoriality prevents these predators from following the migration. For over half the year, the migrants are too far away to hunt. During these lean times, they must rely on a variety of resident animals for food. For lions, that means mostly warthog and buffaloes. Large families, greater risk. Each of these large carnivores rears larger families than hyenas or vultures. Solitary leopards may raise up to 4 young. Usually during the rains, the lions may raise up to 6 young. However, lions' harsh lives result in 6 out of 10 cubs dying in their first year of life.
Oh, look at them.
Oh my god, I don't like them.
That's not the thing I seen them.
That's the yongo.
They just popped out of nowhere.
Millipede, yongo. We call them millipede. Yongo.
Look, come here, quick.
Oh my god.
Here.
I hope there's no snakes here. I don't like these creepy things. What did you see?
There was you know that animal we seen in the tree?
Gucci.
Come here, come on.
Oh my god. I'm taking a video, but I'm scared.
It's a centipede, millipede.
Do they bite?
No.
Okay. They
Come
look
here
like
and
they
see
bite
the
alright.
raccoon.
Raccoon?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the raccoon? Huh?
Eating his food.
Oh yeah, I see it.
He was standing on that eating food.
Mmm. I see it.
Them two centipede things.
Guchiro.
Popped out of nowhere.
It's too far. As migrants move, residents remain. Grass for growth.
I leave moving.
Young wildebeest grow 20 times faster than humans, and they must keep moving to find the grass they need. The wildebeest herds actually promote grass growth by feeding on the plants and fertilizing the soil. Just imagine that they deposit enough urine to fill 125 road tankers and dung to fill 500 tip trucks in one day. Over 6 million trampling hooves from wildebeest, zebra, and Thompson's gazelles keep competing plants out. And the short cropped grass lowers the risk of fire. The dry season is the trigger. By May, the plains usually begin to dry out. This stimulates the migrants move north in search for better pastures. As grass quality becomes poorer, wildebeest may spend 18 hours each day grazing and chewing the cud, drinking about every 2 days.
I need to find a snake.
Seasonal specialists. Some of the remaining residents survive on very little water. Resident grants gazelles and oryx that move into the southern plains in the dry season are masters are living off only the moisture they get from plants. Ostriches cool themselves with their large wings and conserve water by excreting a concentrated pest instead of urine. Unusual creatures like aardwolves, aardvarks, and pangolins obtain moisture from the termites and other insects they eat. Okay, there's 2 Lizards on top of the rock, playing or chasing food. Whatever they're doing, that's their career. Recycling works. Okay, this is about the beetle that rolled dung. So tons of dung, dry and dried grass. As the migrating herds move on in search of fresh grazing, a massive amounts of dung and dried grass remain. An army of recyclers, myriads of flies, termites, worms, moths and dung beetles scour the landscape to consume what the migrants leave behind. Above and below ground, the work goes on. Each species having clever ways of converting this apparent trash to treasure. Wow, one man's trash is another man's treasure. New fuel for new food. These little helpers rapidly return essential nutrients to the soil, an invaluable but unseen service but keeps the ecosystem productive. They break down coarse material, enabling it to be readily dissolved by rain. This process supercharges the soil with natural fertilizers, allowing plants to absorb these important nutrients quickly. Wow, it's amazing that every little thing in the Serengeti, everything, it be a plant, it be a bug, it be a termite, it be a big animal, they all play an important part in preserving the ecosystem around here. Okay, we can have a look at these dung beetles. This is the dung beetles corner. We saw the dung beetle yesterday rolling its dung. Dung beetle ball, yeah. In Swahili, how do they call them? Mbawa kau, viringa kinyesi. Hazina iliyozikwa iliyofukiwa. Alright, I'll read it in English. Dung beetle ball, buried treasure throughout the ecosystem. Scores of buzzing dung beetles fly to fresh dung piles where most species sculpt balls of dung. Some species bury the balls beneath the dung pile. Other beetles, in a spectacular feat of strength, roll balls many times their own weight to a burial hole some distance away. The beetles lay eggs in the ball, and when these hatch, the larvae feed off the dung while protected in underground chamber. Scores of specialists. Researchers have identified over 100 different species of dung beetles in one relatively small area of the southern plains. Some specialize in elephant dung, others prefer wildebeest dung. Have you seen these industrious beetles yet? We have! We were so lucky yesterday in the middle of the road, and our driver, he's the best tour guide ever. Our driver spotted and he stopped the car, and we took a moment to observe this activity. It's very rare, but we got so lucky. And here we are learning about the termite tower into the sky. Kichuguu, mnara Kichuguu angani. A cool fortress. The unusual shape of the termite mound conceals an engineering masterpiece. Tall towers work as ducts to cool the deep inner chambers. The mound itself provides lookouts for cheetahs, burrows for warthogs, and territory markers for tortoises. Scoring the termite mound, mongoose, bats, eared foxes, aardwolves, and a host of birds feed on tasty termites. Queen of the castle. A meter below the surface, mother of the entire colony, the queen pumps out an average of 1,000 eggs per hour for up to 20 years. Her progeny each have a predetermined task as nurses, soldiers, cleaners, foragers, and builders. Only some are reproductively active and will sprout wings, enabling them to fly off to start new colonies. A garden underground. Termites need to help to process tough, dry plant fiber. Some termites collect and cultivate a species fungus just for this purpose. Living off the bits of vegetation that termites provide, most air from above helps this fungus grow, like the bacteria in a wildebeest stomach that aids in the digestion of grass. These fungi break down plant fiber. Termites then feed on their own fungus garden. Okay, so here we have the warm air vent. This is the kichuguu, the tower, the termite tower. Kichuguu, mnara wa kichuguu wa mchwa. Oh, termite is mchwa in Swahili. Oh, I knew mchwa. I didn't know that they were termites. Kwa hiyo huu ni mnara wa kichuguu wa mchwa huu. This is the termite tower. That's the warm air vent. Warm air vent. Fungus chambers. And that's the fungus. What? The one?
Not big one. Can see it or not?
And that's the nursery where they keep their babies. And that's where the cool air vent. That's where the cool air goes in, sorry. That's the plane's airplane.
Yeah.
It's landing. Yeah.
In that.
Airplane is landing. I wonder how many people are in that plane.
Poison milk.
Huh?
Poison milk.
Utomvu wenye sumu. Oh, this tree gives so. One way this candelabra tree protects itself is by producing a toxic milk sap, used as a poison by some. The white latex can easily blind you, so beware. Oh, okay, I'm not touching anything. I don't want to be blinded by the utomvu from that tree, by the latex from that tree. They call it candelabra. One more thing is life on the move. Mating on the hoof. In a spectacular and intense display of animal behavior called the rut, thousands of territorial wildebeest males call frequently as they frantically herd, chase and mate receptive females, ready to mate for less than 1 day. Females actively seek out as many males as possible. Males vigorously defend mobile territories. Territories half the size of a football field during this short but exhausting 3-week period. Perilous waters. The herds must cross personal rivers as they move in search of greener pastures. The danger of a flowing river is risked as thousands of migrants leap into the water. Injuries to the thrashing, panicky wildebeest and zebra are common. Death waits patiently. The Nile crocodile poses a formidable threat, lunging and snapping at migrants as they drink or cross. Hyenas and lions attack calves separately from the herds, or take those clambering up the steep, muddy riverbanks. And if that isn't enough, flash floods may carry away thousands of struggling animals. Wow, that's a treacherous journey for the wildebeest. Okay, so this is the sculpted wildebeest. And as we've been walking into the trail of wildebeest, so now we get to see the actual size. On our safari yesterday, we saw thousands and thousands of wildebeest running around, but it's actually nice to see them up close because there's no way you can get up close to them in the nature. They always run around, and it's a risk for you to even get out of the car to see them. So it's actually nice to see the actual size in comparison to a human body. So this is how huge they are. They're very incredible in what they do, migrating from one place to another in search of pasture and water. They do an amazing work. And then we also learned about the dung beetle who pick up the dung from various animals. There's one particular species of dung beetle that collects only the wildebeest dung, and they preserve their larvae inside that dung in a big bowl, and they roll that around and they will bury that into the ground, and that larva will feed on that dung until it's time for that dung to come out. So the history of the wildebeest migration is very fascinating. Right now in Tanzania is winter season, rain season. So right now the Serengeti is full of green, it's greenery, it's full of life. But come May next year it will be dry, and these guys will start moving around, migrating in search of pastures and water. So it's an absolute amazing experience, and we are thrilled to be here.
Good.
And we are happy to share this journey with you guys. So thank you for watching. Bye.